Alright, guys, we're live. GM guys. Let me just briefly share this link just before we get started. And let me briefly share my screen. All right. Yeah, GM guys. Just a second to post the link on our Telegram. Yeah, GM Spesna. Hope you can hear me.
GM guys, how's everybody doing?
I'm noticing this link is not yet up on the Telegram, so I'm trying to see if I can just post it.
Oh, okay.
All right, guys. GM. Happy New Year, everyone. Hope everyone is having an amazing day. Today is the second day of January 2026. Today is the second day of January 2026, and there's something exciting. The market is looking green already. But before we talk about the market, Spesta, what do you think? What do you think, basically, from yesterday till today, the first 24 hours this year? How are you seeing the market?
But the market hasn't been too volatile in terms of Bitcoin. However, we've seen some alts try to pump a little bit, and I'm not really surprised if alts start to move. Like we've said a couple of times, most alts dumped very well, very well. So it wouldn't be a surprise if we see some alts doing 2x, 3x, 4x, within maybe the first week of this month. I wouldn't be surprised because most of them are just getting back to the levels they were 2-3 weeks ago, right? Now, we've seen Sora do more than 50% within the first 24 hours, of this year, which is fantastic because Sora dumped quite very well. We're seeing CHR this morning do like 10%, which is okay. We're seeing so many other alts try to move up a little bit, So generally, the market is just easing in, gradually coming back online. So I'm very expectant, to be honest, this year because what happened starting from September is a kind of bloodbath that was continuous. So this month, maybe this first quarter, we're supposed to basically January, February, March, we're supposed to at least enjoy the market you get. So I'm actually, expectant.
Oh, that's pretty good. For those joining, please take time. Feel free, share the link, invite anyone else you would like to join this live stream. We want to grow the live stream numbers, like people that will be joining, because we believe lots of people would be able to benefit from this. To get like an outlook of what to expect in the market. That's the easiest way to catch up and stay consistent, at least daily. Even if it's just in the morning that you're having that time to like join, it just keeps you focused on your portfolio and also expectation from the market. So feel free to take out time, share the link. If it's on your WhatsApp, if it's on your X handle or any social media platform, share the link for them to join via YouTube, and you let them know this happens 10 a.m. daily, Mondays to Fridays. Very, very important. Yeah, so this is our first live stream this year. We'll be looking at a couple of things. We'll be looking at what to expect. BTC price action between yesterday to today, what to expect this month, because this week is ending today, what to expect this month. And we'll be looking at trades that we shared too. There are trades that we are currently on, live trades. There are some that we shared last week. There are some that have hit TP yet, and there are some that we just entered yesterday evening that we shared on our Telegram handle. So if in case you're wondering where we share some of these trades, we share them on this is the Telegram handle, so you can share it to anyone you want to actually join, so that they can also take part in most of these trades that we share. Yeah. Now let's jump to looking at the market basically. So this is a yearly outlook. Now if you look at them from 2nd of 2025 till today, 2nd of 2026, you can see a whole lot of stuffs are still down. Like down. That means the market is still at a huge discount, and you can still make some good crazy profits. Like look at virtual, still at something percent. 1 year time frame from last year, this time last year till now, market is down. So when we are saying the markets should pump, at least you would know where we are coming from. Basically, we should see some of these odds bounce. Yet they should be able to cancel out, either completely cancel out this negative, or cancel it out like 50% or thereabout. But now when we zoom out to or we zoom in rather, when we zoom in to like daily, you see that between yesterday and today, we're seeing lots of green between yesterday and today, even weekly. If we zoom out a bit to weekly, you find out that within the last 1 week, most of these odds have bumped. Look at Filecoin. We spoke about Filecoin day before yesterday. That bumped almost 20% from what we're talking about. But overall, you can see a positive move from most altcoins. Look at Rain. Rain has moved. Avax has moved. So many. It's all green here. It's all green. But there are some that haven't moved yet, which we'll dive into some of the ones that are yet to move. So now let's just switch to looking at the charts before we go look at what's happening on CoinGecko and maybe the news. So before we look at the chart, let's just look at the news briefly, since it's the first official trading day of the year. So looking at the news, you can see 2026 will be red for Bitcoin, but payment tech would improve. That's what some BTC OGs are saying. So if you understand what this means, what they are just saying in a nutshell is BTC started this year at 88K, approximately 88K. They're just saying this year will close as a red year, meaning BTC will close below 88K. That's what this stuff means for those wondering. It doesn't mean that BTC might not do any all-time high this year. No, BTC can still do any all-time high this year and still close negative. It's very possible, but specifically that is just what this stuff means. PepDex almost triple volume in 2020. Yeah, true. PepDex volume has aggressively increased. In fact, the overall trading volume in the crypto ecosystem has drastically increased. This shows you huge adoption. There's like insane level of adoption happening right now, and a whole lot is coming on chain to crypto. A whole lot. Prediction markets also added to this volume. Most PepDex have started doing prediction markets to stocks. You get what do they call tokenized stocks? Tokenized stocks too will be coming on chain. We'll see more tokenized stocks on chain, and we're already seeing some, but we'll see more that will be added over time. Maybe the entire forex trading platforms, you get everything can be on chain over time. That might take some time, but there's that chance that stuffs like this would happen, and so many other stuffs will come on chain. So basically, volume would only keep increasing. On-chain volume for solid chains like Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, Solana, Base, Avax, and a few others, maybe one or two new chains, would automatically keep improving or increasing over time. That's just what to expect. Yeah, so I think that's the most we'll look at talking about the news. So let's just jump to the chart. Now, if we look at the chart, this BTC trade wasn't necessarily shared, but I told you guys, obviously, was it shared? I think it was though. But I know I told you guys while BTC was here, while it was up here this week, early this week, I told you guys that where I'm expecting BTC to dump to is here. Like I said that, I said it very clearly that that's where I'm expecting BTC to dump to this zone. For this zone, I strongly doubt that happening, which was an open position we had since last week. I said it earlier this week, Monday or Tuesday, when BTC was still up here, that this is where I'm expecting it to correct back to. So you can find an entry around here. But for it to get back to this zone, I don't see the possibility of that happening. That would be very, very difficult. It's like really, really difficult for it to get back to this zone and peak this order. To be very, very difficult. I don't see that happening. But for here, yes, I 100% see that happening. And yeah, it did come down, and after which it was a bounce up. I didn't take this trade, by the way. I didn't take this trade. I wasn't so focused. I didn't have the time, so it's clicked and it started moving, but I didn't take the trade. Yeah, so I missed that out. So looking at the BTC price action, it's tending to get back to this resistance, which we can't really say much until it gets to this point and maybe rejects again or goes above it. Today is Friday, which most times on Fridays we do expect to see a dump. And right now it happens that this same Friday BTC is approaching this zone. So it's for us to wait and see what will happen. But for some weird reasons, I'm not expecting a dump this time around. I'm expecting it to break above. I mean, we've tested this zone multiple times. It's most likely getting weak. So I'm expecting us to break above this, plus the new year excitement and all. We've said this that January, we're expecting BTC to do some good price action towards the upside. We said it since December. That's what we've been expecting. And December also closed as a red month. So we've had 3 straight consecutive red months, October, November, December. So most likely we're expecting this month to be like a green month. That's what we're expecting. Now let's look at some trades that we're currently on. We're currently on a Uniswap trade. Personally, I'm on Uniswap trade. I don't think this was posted in the general group. I don't think so. Now, if you notice, I drew this on Tuesday, and we spoke about this trade on Wednesday. I told you guys on Wednesday, it was somewhere around here. I told you guys that this trade is a no. We ain't taking this trade, this one that was drawn on Tuesday. On Wednesday, I told you guys that we're not taking it, because and then it just triggered that Wednesday. So I said we're not, because I expect Uniswap to like calm down and most likely get to this zone and take out this SL and get to this zone. So if you watch the live stream from Wednesday, you see where I said it. Then it should be able to present a better entry. And I said that because of BTC price action. BTC was looking like it's going to go down. Yet which BTC did go down. That was what forced it down. And this trade was taken yesterday, by the way, on Uniswap. So this one I'm actually in the trade. So you might want to jump in if you feel like it. I'm actually in this trade. It wasn't posted in the general group. But yeah, I'm on that trade. Now Gigo, there's a missed entry on Gigo. This entry was missed on Gigo. I drew this, but it didn't trigger. It was missed and it went up and hit TP. So this is actually a missed trade on Gigo. On Dash, I took partial profit, exited on Dash. Where partial profits and exited. This wasn't posted too. I'll get to the trades that were posted shortly. On Apex, our Apex trade, we've been on this trade since early this week. I think, let me see. Early this week, yeah, since Tuesday, we posted this trade. Now the trade has hit our full TP. I think so. It has hit full TP. It went down, gave us a re-entry on Wednesday. I was saying something about ensuring to secure profits around here. I think I was saying that either Tuesday or Wednesday while the price was here. Ensure to set trading stop loss to secure profit and that. For those persons that did it, you found that you exited this trade in profits, which that was almost 1 to 2. Yeah, see it. So it's 1 to 2 self. I said it that day. As at this point, so it's already at 1 to 2. So I said ensure to secure profits and all of those stuffs. So for those that did it, you notice while it started correcting, it took you out of the trade in profits, and it got back to our entry in which we posted it in our general group. Posted it in the general group for people to get back in. It's back to our entry, so you can get back in. And afterwards, it started running. I think yesterday, you can see it's almost at 1 to 3 now, which is around our full TP. Yeah, so yesterday we posted it again that people should adjust your TP, which was why we took our TP higher. Our TP initially was somewhere around here, our full TP was somewhere around here. So it was posted that you should adjust your TP higher and move your SL to protect profit. Yes, move your XL to protect some profit and adjust your TP higher because it's going to go higher. So the best thing, talking about trade management and all of that and risk management, you're in profit. You're already at 1 to 2. Move your SL, protect some profits, or you can close partial. It all depends on how you want to play it. Move your SL, protect some profit, adjust your TP higher. If the trade doesn't go higher and maybe chooses to go against you, nothing bad, takes you out in good profit. If it keeps going higher, there's more room to make more profits. So as you can see, it's actually going higher. For me, I set partial close for part of the position, about 70%. So as it was in a small retracement yesterday night, it closed partial. Yet it closed partial. While the other parts that I didn't set the partial close, the SL for that part is very, very low. Like the SL is around 1 to 1 or so. For the other remaining 30% or so that didn't close, the SL should be around 1 to 1 or thereabouts, which, yeah, it's still going higher. So this trade was a very good trade. It was like a very, very good trade. Very, very good trade. For those that joined us Monday, Tuesday, you see how we analyzed this trade and we took the trade live. So it was a good trade. AIX BTC, this one didn't give us an entry. It's moving aggressively too fast. Hope my network is not messing up. Okay, it's not. This didn't give an entry to get back in, so there was no way. Zora trade, this trade was dropped yesterday evening. It hasn't gotten to our entry. Feels like it wouldn't, but it would have been really cool for it to just get back into our entry. But however, I'm still waiting for it to get back to our entry. This trade was dropped yesterday in our Telegram channel. Which other trade was dropped? Virtual couldn't find an entry on virtual. Thorn couldn't find an entry on Thorn. If you guys recall, we spoke about Thorn. We've been talking about Thorn for almost a week now, and it has actually been moving pretty well. Like it's been moving quite well, and it's all the projects we're bullish on this year. Now another trade that was dropped, but this wasn't dropped so early. So is almost at full TP. It's almost at full TP. Now for this if you're in this trade, you should also adjust your TP. You can take it higher. You can take it higher, probably, because what I'm saying that is once SUI breaks out of this resistance, it's going to pump. It might just retest, and it will pump most likely to like 1.7 or thereabout. So you can still take it higher. Yet you can take it higher, adjust your SL to protect some profits. Then you can adjust your TP. You can actually do that. I tend to do that on trades that don't aggressively run up, that give me the time to adjust. Solana did not give a good entry. It was at 125 yesterday. I was thinking of maybe going long, but I couldn't find like a very good entry for it. I needed it to come down, but it was already somewhere here. So I skipped that. I'll look at Ruin chart later. I'm looking for the next. There's another trade that we are in that we dropped. Metis, yes, we dropped Metis. Where's Metis? Where is Metis? Cake had already moved. Most times you don't need to chase these trades. Once it has moved, you just let it be. Metis, yeah, drop this Metis trade. Yeah, so we're also on this Metis trade. I think where we dropped it hadn't triggered, but now it has. So we're also on this Metis trade. Which other trade was dropped again? I don't know if I can recall. Let me see. I think there's BNB. Yes, BNB. We also dropped BNB trade. Let me check. All these trades were dropped in the Telegram channel. So if you haven't joined the Telegram channel, just check the link on the screen and you should be able to join it. I'm trying to look for BNB. Yeah. BNB, this trade was dropped yesterday. It was dropped live, like the entry and everything. So you can see it's playing out really nice. So it was dropped when BNB was still somewhere around here, this trade. So I'm still on this trade. Drop. Yes, 3 is at 5. Sorry about that, please. I think it's network. Yeah, so something you should pay attention to once. Person, I hope you can hear me, please.
Yeah, but it's breaking up a bit, so I can hear you.
Okay, is it clear now?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so this BNB trade is moving up. It's moving pretty well. So something you should pay attention to. Once it goes above this zone, you should feel free to adjust your SL to protect profits and TP, because there's a high chance that this would go as high as this. Yeah, there's a high chance to go that high, but feel free to adjust your TP and adjust your SL to protect profits once it most likely goes above this zone. Feel free to do that. Currently, right now, my SL is already at break even. So even if BTC were to misbehave and chat nukes, I'll just exit this trade at break even, no profit, no loss, which is what we always talk about trade management. Move your SL to break even. Once the trade starts moving, just move SL to break even. If you want to start protecting profits here, well, depends on you. It's not bad, but move SL to break even. Very important. Yeah, very, very, very important. Just in case BTC decides to misbehave. Yeah, so I think those are all of the trades that we dropped. I don't think there's any other trade that we shared again. But looking at CHR, the issue with CHR is why I'm not looking to trade it on futures is it's too volatile, most likely because of low liquidity. So what I mean by too volatile is if BTC just does a small $500 retracement, CHR can dump all the way to here, creating a new low or just hunting everyone that has stop loss around here or even down here and just take all of them out and go back up. The risk to reward is not worth it at all. Yet there's a high chance of it not doing what was intended. Ethereum long was missed. It was actually missed because I didn't react quite fast enough. But this one was missed. This was the initial point we were expecting it to get back to, but it never got back to that point. Fatcoin, if Fatcoin does a retracement, then we might look at it. But yeah, overall, the market is looking pretty good. Like overall, the market is looking very, very good. Now, if you notice, I'm very, very picky on the projects that I'm trading via futures. Very, very. And I'm trying not to chase price. When once Gigo trade, immediately Gigo trade missed my entry, I just left it. There was no point. There was no point, literally. It just missed the entry. There was really no point. I just left it. You need to be very, very disciplined. Dash, I might still get back into Dash. I might still get back because I exited somewhere here. We actually need stop loss. So I might still get back. I'm still paying attention. The only thing that will make me get back into Dash is based on the performance of Zcash. That's literally the only thing. It's based on the performance of Zcash. That's the only thing that will make me get back into Dash. But Uniswap, I'm very optimistic on this Uniswap trade. Very, very optimistic for the trade to go and hit full TP. Maybe I would most likely adjust my full TP, take it higher. Hopefully, it doesn't run up with one huge candle. But if it gives me time, I'll keep adjusting the full TP. So one of the reasons why I'm very optimistic about this Uniswap trade is because the price of Uniswap token has been very suppressed, like very, very, very suppressed. It needs to like explode above $7, $8. And the best way to maximize that is not just via spot trading, but via futures. Via futures trading, very, very important. I'm also very optimistic on Apex. I've said this before. I said this 2 days ago. If you notice, Apex trades have been amazing. So far, so good. All the trades on Apex, they've been amazing. I said this, I think, on Wednesday, which is why I keep trading it. Like, it's just been doing well. It's been respecting the levels very well. And it's been playing out as intended, like, very, very well. So why should I stop trading it? Unless when it starts misbehaving and it's no longer respecting the levels. But so far, so good. It's been doing that really well. Like, really, really well. We have already achieved the 1 to 3 currently on Apex based on this trade from Monday, Tuesday, I guess. We've already achieved the 1 to 3. TP has been adjusted further. So why should one stop trading it? AI XBT is another good one to trade, but only if you get a good entry. If you get a good entry, you can be able to catch like a swift pump if you get a very, very good entry. So I'll be hunting for entries on that and also AVAX. I didn't catch this AVAX move. For some weird reason. Now, if you notice, I think we said this earlier this week, AVAX pumping is what is making Trader Joe. It's what made Trader Joe pump yesterday. If you check yesterday, Joe pumped. So it pumped yesterday from here all the way to here. If you notice, pumped from here yesterday all the way to this point, almost 20%. Most of that one pumped in Q. It's also what made Q to pump. Where's Q? It's the same thing that made Q to pump. Just AVAX 8% run. I see this Q here. Okay, can't seem to find it, but I know I have it here on my watch list. Can't seem to find it. I know I have it here on my watch list. But however, that's what actually made Q to pump. Let me search for Q. I have it under my watch list though. But yeah, that's what also made Q to pump. So if you notice, Q pumped this yesterday, Thursday. Q pumped all the way to this point, like insane pump. I saw it, I was like, what's going on? It's just because of the avalanche pump. So it's pumped the price of Q by over 40% or thereabouts, like insane pump. Within a very short period of time, about 8 hours or thereabouts, Q pumped all the way from 29 to as high as 46. It's over 50% pump. So this is what happens when the native ecosystem token starts running. Some solid projects, which you guys know, we're talking about Q a lot around September, October. We're talking about it a lot. So imagine what will happen if Avalanche pumps to $25, which I strongly believe Avalanche will pump to $25. Like, I strongly believe it will. Once it goes above this resistance here, it should easily get to like 22, 25. Where do you think the price of Q would be should that happen? It's going to do like some good numbers. Yeah, so I think that's all for the chat. Let's entertain questions while we look at some other coins pumping on CoinGecko. Yes, let me just refresh my CoinGecko screen. Questions, and especially, I don't know if you have something to share before we jump on questions and maybe look at other coins performing on CoinGecko.
No, nothing. You've covered most of my angles.
All right, so let's look at some questions. Then we'll round up by checking the top gainers on CoinGecko. Round up by checking the top gainers on CoinGecko. Let's just get some questions. I think some persons asked some questions here. All right, so we'll get back to top gainers, but let's just cover some questions. So Kennedy is asking, please, is my video lagging?
Yeah, a little bit from here, but not too much.
Please share entry for Apex, and we have already spoken about Apex. We've spoken about Apex. We took the Apex trade since Monday, Tuesday, and it gave us a re-entry on Wednesday. I don't know any other entry to share there again. We've already spoken about that. For River has already moved crazy. River is above $10 already. As at Wednesday, River was at Tuesday rather. As at Tuesday, River was at $4, which I told you guys that I had some buy orders. And I think the last time it was flipped before then was either Monday or Saturday, something like that, when it was 3 point something dollar. But right now it's above $10. So if you're looking for an entry for River, you've actually missed that. You have to wait till it gets down below $5. Ori price will remain suppressed for 1 year due to vetting. No, I doubt the price will stay suppressed for 1 year. Now the reason is this: these projects, they know what they are doing most times. They intentionally suppress these prices. Reason so that they too can bag these tokens, and also weak hands can exit. Yet the only challenge now is this: it will be difficult for right to get to $20. Max you might see it is maybe $9, $10. Get why I'm saying so is because someone that bought from 60, 70, 80, 90 cents, $9, $10, they'll be over 10x up already. You don't expect them to keep holding. They would definitely take profits. Like factor in, need to factor that in. Next question. Thanks for the updates and information. We're grateful. Yeah. Thanks so much. You're welcome. Please feel free to share the link and invite any other person to join so that they can also gain value from this. So before we round up, let's just look at back to top gainers on CoinGecko. So Pepe, meme coins did very well yesterday. Like meme coins really did well. Like they were moving crazy. What's the name of this one? Brit was running like I don't understand why it just pumped that well. And Wojak, we spoke about Wojak. Wojak still moved. Useless has started again. I think useless at 0.076 is very undervalued. If you ask me, I think so. Upcat moving. It's good to stick to the already established name. We told you guys of when to pay attention to when. When did about 20% yesterday. Pepe, you can see Pepe bouncing, Mog bouncing. So simply put, Nero bouncing. Simply put, you're noticing like it's like a repeat of what we already know. Go to Maximus, it's moving. It's like a repeat, which is why it's easy to make money in this crypto space when the market starts pumping. Benju is moving. These were the winners and the leaders that we already know of. Bonk is moving. So most times you just need to stick to what already works. You don't even need to go and start finding new ones unless you're looking for the next 100x, unless that. But if you're looking to make 30, 40, 50, 100%, or if you're looking to make 20x, 50x via leverage features trading, turn $1,000 to 20K, 50K, one of your best bets is via meme coins when the market is pumping. As long as you have a good entry, because it can also burn you. That thing that is that sweet can also mess you up. So let me just briefly explain how that can also mess you up. Let me see if I can just briefly. Let's just search Pepe. Let's just search Pepe. And you have to be intentional with this thing. If you don't know it, you just don't know it. If you're not expecting it, there's no way you can take advantage of it. Like there's literally no way you can take advantage of it if you are not planning towards it. Now, if you notice, Pepe broke out of this downtrend. Just using Pepe now as example, as one of the meme coins. Pepe broke out of this downtrend. Let's say someone that was already anticipating to use meme coins to make some crazy profits, and the person got into Pepe. Let's say the person got in around here with his or a stop loss somewhere here. and targeting the beginning of this trend line liquidity. That's just what the person is doing. And the person goes in like aggressive. When was this trade taken? Let's say 20th of December or 22nd December rather. About 9 days. Yeah, about 9 days. Now, Pepe is just getting started, by the way. It's just getting started. Let's go to daily. This pump is just getting started. It has not even set in properly. It is literally just getting started. This Pepe can still run all the way to this point. Now, you won't see it now. You start seeing screenshots from like maybe 3rd week of January or thereabout, where people will be showing you that they longed Pepe from this price and they are up crazy profits. You will not see those screenshots now. It's from, you start seeing those screenshots coming in from like maybe 3rd week of January or 4th week or maybe even February. That's when you start seeing those screenshots, because there are people that they have already mapped out the strategy. They have already planned it. When people, new persons are now like rushing to buy Pepe, people are now saying stuff like, oh, Pepe has run from below 500 M, it's now at 800. You start seeing people that will show you their long screenshots where they positioned with a margin of maybe $800 or $1,000, depending, some maybe margin of $10,000, and they are up $90K, $80K, $100K. You start seeing that within a space of 3 weeks of holding that long position. Yeah, that is where you would start seeing those things. And those persons, as it is moving, they are adjusting their SL as it is moving. Most likely someone that took this from here and is already here. Person might just move his SL to somewhere here. Can just move it to somewhere here and leave it there. And even when it goes to this point, the person might still just leave their SL around here. When the person looks at the overall market and market is still pumping well, the person can just leave it there. There are some people that can do the same thing with Uniswap, like this Uniswap long, because I don't see anything stopping Uniswap from coming to as high as 9.3. It might take some time, no doubt, but I don't see anything stopping that. So it's all about the strategy. There are people that, yes, this can be like where they are targeting, and they can open that trade in a different account, like completely different account, where they rarely check it. They just open it long. Maybe the margin can be $2,000 or $1,000, and they leave it. There are people that, yes, that's what they can do. Some, the margin can be $5K, they just leave it there. They know that it will eventually happen, and they still have another account that they're using to trade. But the catch here is it's easier to replicate those things or to do those things with meme coins, because meme coins run like crazy. As long as you have a good entry, it is easier with meme coins. We're already seeing it again. Meme coins are leading. I'll look at this Benjo chart later. Do I even have it on my list? I'll check this later. Yeah, so questions before we round up. I think we've come to the end of today. I'm supposed, I don't know if there's anything you want to add or say before we call it a day.
No. There's nothing else to add for now.
I don't know if I'm personalized there. We've spent almost 40 minutes already.
Can you hear me?
Okay. All right, guys. So yes. I can hear you loud and clear. I can hear you.
Oh no,
If you haven't
can...
joined the you're about saying something.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I think I'm lagging.
Okay. All right, guys. So for those watching, don't forget we do this Mondays to Fridays, 10 a.m. in the morning. And feel free to invite anyone you want to and come with your questions. If you haven't joined our Telegram channel, ensure to join. We share those live trades there when we're getting in, and also progress about how the trade is performing, and maybe other informations about the trade. And like I always say, ensure that at least you're taking some of these trades, even if maybe it's on a demo account, take it on a demo account. That's the only way you learn, and that's the only way you can improve. By the way, this isn't the actual TP for this Uniswap trade. Let me just take this back. That's not the actual TP for it. This is the actual TP for me before some person to go and start expecting me to get to here. Yeah, so thanks so much, guys, and see you guys on Monday. Today is the last day of the week, so today is actually the last stream. Our next stream will be by Monday, same time, 10 o'clock. So see you guys same time Monday. Bye, guys.